Where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller. Now it is fourth season in the NFL.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Dancing away at the 35. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, San Francisco.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing here, Purdy. Completes it to Jennings. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in L.A. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rams, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, who's willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s, trying to make another run at the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A nice gain of 21 yards.
That's good for our Rams.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down and what'll be a gain of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's another Rams first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer, as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Purdy now to throw. Now ball, that fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Purdy looking to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Play action. Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 1 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Purdy. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
16 yards.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Seven, our score after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here's Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at him. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now Williams running left. And he's able to take this one out to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Stafford now to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2 yards.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
It's caught here by Adams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Adams. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Good protection there on 3rd down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers. And he's able to haul it in and pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw is Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Here's Stafford. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. To the air again, Stafford. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Rams first down.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Touchdown, Rams! Kyron Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
49ers.
That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. McCaffrey running up the middle. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
A gain of 7. 1st down, San Francisco.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And that's caught inside the 45. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
First down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's 2nd and 3. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to 17. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne from 17 yards out. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands. So
they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he returns this to the 22. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
At their own 22-yard
For this offense,
line.
Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing is Stafford. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
2nd and 4.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
We'll start out here with a jet sweep. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now Stafford. Pass complete there in the cooler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Fancy footwork at the 45. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Play action. Now Purdy. This one to Bolden, and he's got it. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to them and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Kendrick Bourne, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have moved out in front. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Niners 21.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Adams the man in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Now they'll send Adams in motion left. Now it's Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. Runs over and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
In motion right goes Adams. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. Complete to a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Again, it's Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Stafford now to throw. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Stafford looks to throw again. Throw left side, complete. That's Adams. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 42 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
2-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get only a couple up to the And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, cut the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. 2 yards to go, second down. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. A jet sweep, here's Atwell. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First down. First and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. Down to about the 32.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
10 at the 22-yard line.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Stafford. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Throwing again is Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Touchdown. Tutu Atwell from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, they'll throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. brings up second.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Shotgun now with Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw, it's Higbee. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Adams the man in motion right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw, Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
49.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Stafford. This is caught at the 20. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's first and goal. It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look to grab a late lead. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Stafford now to throw. He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua from 3 yards out. And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over.
So Purdy and the Niners down 28-21. Less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10. Throwing, Purdy. Open man is born. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
2nd and 6 coming up. Purdy to throw. Pass complete once again to Bourne. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy to throw. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The 47-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Purdy. Out right to Bourne. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Purdy to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. They'll find the open man. That's complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
San Francisco.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell.
Complete to Luke Farrell. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 12-yard line.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.